Righto, so we made it to Briar instead of Samson, so that's great because they got a pub here and there's no pubs in Samson. Because they've introduced me to this black nectar. Pretty good stuff, they call it Guinness. I might try some of that later on as well. It's good stuff, mate. Come on, let's go. Now these little fellas here have been living on Briar all their life, and because there's no predators, well apart from us that is, they become incredibly tame. Have a hand? Oh look at that mate, I hope he doesn't need the dunny. Oh g'day mate, how's it going?
Hello, alright.
Yeah, not so bad thanks. I'm just doing a documentary for the little ankle biters back home and we were wondering what you were up to here.
Doing a bit of research on some groundwater fauna.
Groundwater fauna, what's that mate?
Tiny little shrimps.
Tiny little shrimps, and they live in groundwater wells, is that right mate?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what you got in these little test tubes down here mate?
Well, possibly a fairly rare shrimp recently discovered.
Could be something special. What are you going to do with these little beasties?
Well, unfortunately they've already been pickled in methylated spirits, so they're quite dead, but unfortunately you need to be able to identify them underneath a microscope, so...
They die and they get drunk at the same time?
Yeah, they do indeed.
What a way to go! So, what do you call this, mate?
Well, that's my long-handled plankton net. Bolted all together for as many pieces as need be.
Oh, look at that, just like a snooker cube.
Sweep down in amongst whales. The other one I've got is a drag net.
That's like a little nightcap. A drag net.
Throw it out and then reel it in. Hopefully it's going to catch anything that's in the water.
Oh, that's great. Do you reckon we can maybe try and catch a bit of shrimps for supper, mate? Big enough to go on my barbie?
They're tiny, about 3mm long.
3mm? That's not going to feed a dingo's grandson. What a waste of time. Why do you bother, mate?
It's research. Some of the most important things discovered in science are the tiny little small things. I'll show you the size of some of these shrimps that I've got.
Show the nippers back there, back home.
This will give you an indication of the size of some of them. I'll just pick one out first.
Show them real close, mate.
It's a tiny little white dot. That is the groundwater fauna that I'm collecting.
Have you ever seen a shrimp so tiny as that? Okay, you're going to give us a demonstration of the drag net and the snooker cue net. Okay, should we sling it in and see what we can get?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good job my shoes are waterproof.
And then basically, then I just drag it through the water.
Yeah?
See what it comes up to.
You got any gold?
Oh, some shiny stuff, yeah, never know, might be gold particles. Yeah, look, see there.
What could that be, mate?
So I could say it's gold, but it's more likely to be a piece of mica from the surrounding granite.
Bit of fool's gold. Go and catch some little shrimps for me, mate. Catch that bit of seaweed, mate. Let's make some kelp out of it. Can you get it? Go on, get that. Oh, it's on a rock. Oh, mate. This seaweed's a treacherous animal, isn't it? So you find all these interesting people when you come out and about in the Isles of Scilly. This is Lee, he's a freshwater ecologist, and he's told me a lot about shrimps. They're not just big things to throw on the barbie, they could be tiny little things that live in granite holes. Isn't that amazing? Let's just take a walk and start our little journey around Briar. What we got under our feet here, mate?
That's the top shell. There's periwinkles. You can eat them.
You put them on the barbie, can you too?
Pick them in vinegar.
Like chuck eggs, maybe. That's a limpet there, mate.
Yeah. Ah, there, that's proper limpet.
How'd you eat them, mate?
When I was a kid, we used to pickle these as well, but I wouldn't recommend eating them. They taste horrible and you take hours and hours to chew them and chew them. After chewing it for about a minute, the vinegar taste wears off and you're just like having a lump of rubber in your mouth.
Do you eat much rubber, do you, mate?
I just wouldn't recommend eating them, to be honest.
Is it true you get Portuguese man of wars around here?
You do actually, yeah.
It is?
Occasionally along here and
Can you
also...
spot one now? A Portuguese man of wars, can you eat them on a barbie?
I wouldn't have thought so. I'd imagine they would just all dissolve into a lump of snot.
To a big booger, like?
I've never tried eating jellyfish before.
Portuguese man of wars, they can kill a man at 5 paces, can't they?
They can give you a really nasty sting, which can potentially be fatal, yeah.
What kind of animal is that, mate? Have you seen one of them before?
Yeah, the high mac.
Jeez, mate!
High mac digger.
All that information off the shrimp guy has really blown my mind, and I'm going to try and find some minuscule shrimps later on. What we've got here is Green Bay. Isn't it lovely? And if I'm not very much mistaken, then the cricket pitch is just over there, so just going to catch a couple of waves here, and then we're going to check out what the pitch is like over here. Now, if you believe the locals, this is supposed to be the Briar cricket pitch. What a load of... Okay, calm down, Joan, this is only a game. Another interesting thing that we've got here is when the tide's really low, you can see this old ancient field system wall going out into the ocean. What that represents is that the fact that the land is sinking and the sea is rising at the same time, so we've got to make the most of it while we can. We're now on the southern tip of Broya, and as you can see in the background there's Samson, where we were going to go this morning, but they thought the waters were too rough or something. Anyway, I've got a poem to tell you about Samson. A group of warriors stand guarding the dust in windy chambers, immortal members of a long-lost land, a kingly clan, towering, chanting above Samson's rock-strewn shore, sinking slowly with the core, and on the wind lost Leoness is singing. Hope you enjoyed it, mate. As you can see, Broya is yet another island of contrast. Just look at this rugged terrain compared to the beautiful beaches we were on earlier. I can see the Hell Bay Hotel over there in the background, so I reckon we're going to try and see if they've got any of that black nectar, see if they call Guinea stuff. Come on, let's get some of that down us, mate. Come on. Do that, mate. So, Hell Bay Hotel. What a nice, friendly sounding place. Let's go and see if they've got some Guinness. G'day, mate. Do you have any Guinness?
Yeah, Guinness, do you want a pint?
The black nectar, yes please. So can you tell me a little bit about this pint of Guinness? Because I've been told it's supposed to give you supernatural powers and stuff and everlasting life.
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
Why would that be, do you know?
Because it's drunk by the Irish.
Oh, the Irish, and everyone loves the Irish.
And everyone loves the Irish, and because they're so hard and like to fist fight, and you know, it just gives them that little bit of extra strength and stamina.
Oh, I see. Will it help me convert alcohol to muscle?
Probably not, no. It's
No? I'll give it a go anyway. I'll have a pint of that, please, mate.
It's a good drink.
What's so special? Why do you have to wait? Why can't you give it me now?
See how all this brown needs to settle so that it'll go black?
Oh, black.
It's just not nice to drink that, basically.
What's wrong with brown or amber?
Yeah.
Whatever, it's nice, mate.
It's nice.
Oh, wait. What do you do while you're waiting?
Pay for it.
Oh, I suppose. So I do have to wait again, do I, mate?
You can try it.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, if this is your idea of hell on Broya, I'd love to know what your heaven looks like. Look at that, lovely view, black nectar. What more could you ask for? Apart from this Sangha I've got hidden under the table. I tell you what, it's a good job I had that black nectar for strength, or else I'd never made it around that corner. What we're coming up here to next is a rock called Gweel. More like a little island, really. Well, I can certainly see why they call it Hell Bay around here now. Even though the sun is shining, it's still a nightmare. It's bloody hell round here. Anyway, this is the Isle of Gweel in the background here, and this is a poem by Horatio Jenkins, a local man, about how bad it can be. The award from Liverpool did sail bound for New Orleans. She struck upon the rocks of Gweel and went to smithereens. Bloody hell. Now this random post stone combination has been in use on Broya here since the early 20th century, and it's a quite unique feature to this part of the world. Now that rock out there is called Silly Rock. In 1910 the Minnehaha ocean liner smashed herself to bits on there. All kinds of useless stuff came up on the beach, like grand pianos, motor cars and status quo albums. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, so are we in Hell Bay?
We are. This bit here is Hell Bay.
Okay, what are you doing here?
Well, we're just clearing up the rubbish that gets washed in on the beach.
All right, and how often does this stuff get washed up on the beach?
Well, all the time.
So it's going to be back here again tomorrow?
Well, it depends on the weather. We just keep it down as much as we can.
All right, and what do you do with all these bits of flotsam and jetsam when you pick them up off the beach?
Well, we put them in plastic bags and
Plastic
then
bag?
they get burned.
They get burned?
They do.
You can't make them into motor cars or anything like that?
No.
Oh, okay. What are these things? Aren't these whale eggs?
No, they're not whale eggs.
No?
No, they're...
What are they?
They're floats.
What's the most interesting thing you found on the beach?
Today we found a letter in a bottle.
A letter in a bottle?
A message in a bottle,
Have
yeah.
you got that around? Can we have a look at it? Show the little nippers back home? Has it been replied to yet?
Well, no, because we only just got it just now.
Brand new one.
I will reply to it, yeah.
See what the message says.
It's Labrador, Canada.
Oh, it's like a little brochure as well?
Yeah.
Oh, right. What does the message say?
I haven't read it yet.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, let's see. It's probably a treasure map or something.
This note was thrown from the vessel Sir Robert Bond of the north-east coast of Newfoundland on September the 1st, 2006.
So, how long's that been in the sea for then?
Well, since September. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, so it's almost 7 months.
Well, that's how long it takes for a little bottle to come from Newfoundland to Hell Bay.
That's
Here
right.
on Broya.
So I shall reply to that.
Okay, asking for some free vouchers for the RV park.
I don't think I'm going to get out to Canada though.
Perhaps if you get a big enough bottle, you can jump in it and go back over there.
Yeah. We'll do all the rest of the island on Sunday. We do that every year.
Keeps you fit and all.
It does.
Is this stuff here some of the worst culprits? This polystyrene stuff breaks into bits and you can't pick them all up because they're so minuscule. See what they're doing up there. How many bags have you got today?
About 8.
Now this craggy little island behind me here is called Hangman's Island, and it's where 101 pirates were hung in a single day. If you look very carefully you can still see the noose at the top. I walk the flank for the knock you hung. Down below. So finally we come to the most rugged part of Bry here. It's Shipman Head. It's actually another little island separated by a chasm down there. One of Mother Nature's masterpieces, but it looks like a load of old boulders to me. Phew, here I am bushed, mate. Broya's got so much to offer again in such a small space. I found this beautiful little pub called the Fraggle Rock Cafe. Anyway, I haven't got long left till I've got to check in at the Youth Hostel Association, so barman, 7 more pints please, mate. Woo! I've had another ripper day here in Silly on Broya. I'm absolutely zonked out, so I booked myself in here at Broya Youth Hostel Association. Gotta get my Z's in because tomorrow we got another big day over on Tresco's. Hope the mozzies don't bite. Good morning campers, what a beaut kit. I hope you're all ready for an exciting day over in Tresco because we've got some beaut gardens to go and explore. Come on, let's go and have a look. Lucky the bozzies didn't bite last night either. So we're waiting here in the old gig shed on Broya, ready to go to Tresco. It's absolutely lashing down out there, so I've got all my waterproofs on. We've only got 5 hours as well to do Tresco. Still, all that rain's going to be good for the gardens, I reckon. Now, believe it or not, there never used to be a pub on Broya, so the locals used to have to punt across to Tresco for a pint. That's what I call commitment.